So good afternoon or good evening, ladies and gentlemen, the survivors. So my name is once again Elena Nadtочева. I represent the Ural State Pedagogical University. But today I'd like to speak on behalf of our association. And in my talk, I'd like to share experiences of our association. So Evgeny was speaking about online networking mainly, yeah, but that is the peculiarity of the region. As for our region, it's not that big, maybe. It's just the size of Germany. And we are able to meet face-to-face. Yeah, and I'm going to speak about professional networking as an effective CPD tool, because I do believe that it is effective. If we look in the Longman Dictionary and look up the word networking, it says that it's the practice of meeting other people involved in the same kind of work to share information, support each other, etc. That is, I believe, the very specific and a very good definition of what we actually do in our association. Well, our association is not so experienced as your association, I mean Kelta. That is, as Elena says, is 21 years old, yeah? That's great. So our association is new. Well, not that new, but young. Let me say, so it was established in 2009, and the same is the affiliate of the National Association of Teachers of English. And as you see, the mission of our association is to foster collaboration and cooperation among teachers of the region, and also to provide high-quality continuing professional development opportunities to improve teachers' practice and to ensure their learners' success. Well, I'd like to say which events we organize to meet that end. So first of all, these are monthly seminars. These are professional development seminars. We kindly invite teachers to get registered for those seminars. We also use Google Drive and online docs. That helps a lot, just for us to know how big the room should be to allow all interested in. So we hold methodological schools, creative cafes. These are quite short events and they are, so to say, seasonal. We hold them before some festivals, for example, Halloween, Christmas, just to share some fun but effective techniques. We organize we hold annual conference each spring. We also organize contests for e-learners and teachers. I put learners in the brackets because this is not a purely professional development event, but I still believe that it works for it as well, and I explain later why I think so. So, as for our seminars, so we hold them once or twice a month, usually, yeah? But they can be organized more often. It depends on several factors. First of all, if there is some demand or request from the local ELT teaching community that they need some seminar on a specific topic right now because something is going to happen, to take place, yeah? Some event, Olympiad, OG, whatever, yeah? So, or we know that there is some professional coming to the city and we would like we'd like him or her to share his experiences with our community, so we organize another seminar and another seminar. So, speakers, who are these people that actually share their expertise with our ELT community? Well, first of all, I should say that our presenters are professional teachers who have achieved the very high standards of classroom practice and who are resourced to share their skills with their colleagues. Many of them are CELTA and Delta certified professionals. Many of them are Cambridge examiners. Some of them are the Unified State Exam experts as well. As for the topics, how do we choose the topics for the seminars? First of all, in the very beginning of the academic year, the board of the association meets and creates some sort of a plan. Well, you all plan, you are all teachers, yeah? You have a lot of paperwork, you know how to do that. So, we usually meet in some very nice place, in a warm atmosphere, and start discussing our ideas, just brainstorming. And we create a draft plan. It's really draft, yeah? Because later we put it online, again, on a Google Drive, and all the members of the association get access to that document. And anyone, any member of the association is free to contribute. Yeah? Upon the request, we can add something to the plan, or we can exclude some event. Yeah? If they say, oh, we've been to something similar recently, we don't see it any longer, or let's do that later. Yeah? So anyone is free to contribute. So, we also hold methodological schools. Usually they have some area focus. They are devoted to some very specific ELT issue that we are going, I don't know, to deepen our knowledge about, to enrich our practice, and so on and so forth. So, again, the topic we choose for the school often depends, of course, on the availability of the speakers at this time when the school is scheduled. Yeah? But anyway, we try to actually to ask our members what they would like to learn, what they would like to know. So our schools are always application-based, so you can't just come and say, oh, hello, I'm an attendee today. Yeah? That is an application-based process. So, but anyone is free to apply. Just you are to fill in an application form, and that's it. So, but there is a selection process that starts after the deadline for applications. Actually, often such schools are often grant-based. That means that we can cover some expenses of our participants who take part in such schools. So I'd like to tell you just to show an example of the recent summer school. It was held last June, at the end of June. So it was a summer school devoted to teaching young learners. Actually, I have a passion to do the topic. That's why that was, I don't know, one of my dreams to come true, to organize such a school. Because I was lucky enough to complete a couple of courses in teaching young learners. By the way, it was distance learning. One at Nile, thanks to the British Council grant, and the other one at the University of Oregon in Portland, thanks to the English Language Office grant. By the way, all the grants of the English Language Office are available to anyone willing to get one. Yeah, you just should apply for that. So, our summer school, here you can see a participant's kit. Yeah, by the way, I'm still using the block note. Evgeny, could you show it to the people? Yeah, that's one of my favorite block notes, because, you know, we attend a lot of conferences, we get lots of block notes. So, but that is my favorite one at the moment. Okay, so here is the participant's kit, and here is an application form which our applicants should have submitted by May the 31st, yeah? And as you see in this form, they not only leave their contact information, but the potential prospective participants also have to explain why they would like to participate in the school and how they plan to disseminate knowledge they've got. Yeah, because it's important for us not to just to teach a limited amount of people, yeah, but to make sure that it goes further, that they come to their school and they can share this knowledge with their colleagues, that they go back to their settlement somewhere in a remote part of the district, and again, they can disseminate their knowledge, yeah? So we should be sure that it's not in vain, yeah? So, let's go on. So this year, the participants from Sverdlovsk region, Pearl Krai, Khanty-Mansi Autonomous Okrug, Yumalia, Tyumen, Barnaul, Chelyabinsk and Omsk were invited to participate in the summer school. So we invited, so to say, people from our sister associations that are geographically close to us, yeah, so to say. Of course, we couldn't have invited Vladivostok, yeah, or Kaliningrad, but we tried to, well, so to say, maybe embrace, yeah, as many associations as we could. Yes. There were 50. There were 50 participants. Of course, the majority of them were from the Sverdlovsk region, but one of the biggest delegations was from Barnaul. There were about 7 people from Barnaul. Yeah, Evgeny, there were 2 from your association. Yeah, I think 2 from Perm Krai, about 4 from Chelyabinsk, and so on and so forth. Trainers, yeah, I'll speak about trainers a bit later. No, that's fine. That's a good question. Okay, because we often are ready to work with some specific trainer, yeah? So, that school was grant-based, again, thanks to our English language office of the American Embassy. So we just applied for a grant as an association, yeah? The grant was approved, so that's why we managed to cover the travel, accommodation, meals and participation expenses. So it doesn't matter whether our participant traveled from Khanty-Mansi Autonomous Okrug or from Serov, that is about 200 kilometers from Yekat, yeah? We covered all the expenses that they had. So, and now about the speakers. So we had, let me think. So I'm bad at math. 4, 5 or 6 trainers. Well, I'll tell you right now because I have them on the slides. So I'll have several trainers. I haven't put myself on the slide, but I was one of the trainers. So, because again, I was happy to share the knowledge I gained through those online courses. So, and here you can see our one of our trainers, that is Angelica Vladyka. She's a member of our association, a very active member. She's a school teacher, she's a Cambridge examiner, she's the winner of the Teacher of the Year contest, and she's a real professional. Just, I love working with her, I adore her skills, and I'm happy to have such a teacher, such a professional on my team. So, another teacher trainer is Andrei Nozdrivatych. He also is a certified Cambridge English Language Assessment Speaking Examiner. He's the head of Altai TESOL Association. Yeah? Irina and me know him through the British Council because all of us were British Council teacher trainer, regional teacher trainers. Yeah? The next was Peter Stepichev. He is a vice president of Moscow English Language Teachers Association. He might have visited your city, I don't know, but he travels a lot. Do you know him? I think you do, yeah? So, and our participants were happy to meet him again. He visits us quite often, but still, his patented tools are quite popular. So, an American doctor of education, Dr. Joan Shin. Dr. Joan Shin, she's guru, an American guru in teaching young learners. Yeah, so you see, when I heard that she was coming to our city, I was making something. Then I told the head of my chair, oh, you know, Svetlana Olegrovna, Joan Shin is coming. There was a pause, a blank look, and the question, who's that? I thought, okay, my boss is a doctor of philology. She might not know someone from ELT practice, yeah? But then I told the same to my colleague, and the question was the same, who was that? I was just, why don't people know the person I adore? And you can't imagine how happy I was that she was coming, but she did come, and those workshops were just brilliant. So that is actually the head of the English language office in Moscow, Gerald Frank, who also had a session with our participants. So how many people were there? Who is good at math? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. I'm not that bad. Okay, and here you can see just several pictures, just glimpses from our summer school. And while I will show you the pictures, I'd like to read a couple of feedbacks our teachers, our participants left after the school was over. So, first of all, Елена Сергеевна from Barnaul wrote, I would like to express my eternal gratitude to the organizers of such a great and unforgettable event at the Teaching Young Learners Summer School. Your hospitality and the choice of the amazing, enthusiastic and inspiring professional speakers have really won our hearts and minds. All our incomparable speakers deserve abundant praise, great respect and deep admiration. Thank you for delivering such lively and interactive workshops, for keeping us active while teaching us, for sharing this huge amount of practices with us. A million thanks to you. Then several words from Irina Rusina and Yulia Timinova from Evgeny's Association. These are teachers from Noyabinsk. They write, thank you so much for giving us an opportunity to be welcomed in Yekaterinburg and to participate in teaching training summer school. You made our stay in the city of Yekaterinburg remarkable and really pleasant. We were deeply impressed by the enormous enthusiasm of Dr. Joan Shi, Peter Stepichev, Елена Сергеевна Надточева, and Angelika Vladyka. All kinds of activities were extremely important for our professional and language development. Hope to participate in summer school session in 2007. Okay, so some more quick glimpses. You see, all the teachers are involved. They were really involved all the time. All the time, every single minute. So there are several more feedbacks from other teachers. That is a letter from Chelta, Chelyabinsk Association, from the head of it. So that was a success, I should say, and though the organizers, were really tired, to put it mildly, yeah, but we enjoyed not less. We enjoyed as much as we could. That was a really great event. So, and let me go on speaking about the regular activities that we hold within the work of our association. So the next one is a creative cafe. So, judging by the name, you can guess that it's more like an informal meeting, yeah? So we gather together, and each of the participants has to present a very short activity, 2 to 5 activity that is fun but effective, yeah? Something that is that can be taken into the classroom straight away. You just take it and you use it. And what is so good about it? It works, yeah? So, and we usually organize them, as I already said, before some festivals. So, that is our Facebook group. We have a Facebook group and a Facebook page. Teachers are mainly the members of Facebook group, because Facebook group allows us to upload materials, to share to share materials, first of all, while pages don't have such a function. We can only post materials on the pages, yeah? But a group gives an opportunity to interact with each other. So here is just an announcement about the Christmas Creative Cafe. So we invited people on the 24th of December, on Christmas Eve, and that was a very nice event. And moreover, we always share a huge Christmas cake at Christmas with all those who come. So that is our regular event. So the next regular event is our annual conference. We hold it every spring, usually in April. But this year it was held in March. Just wanted to be sure that more teachers would be able to come because of spring break. So it's an international conference, and the collection of articles, the collection of materials is published after the conference, And what is good about it is that it has a Russian Science Citation Index that is very important for those given under certification or attestation process, or for university teachers. So some glimpses of our annual conference. So what people like about our conference is that it is always held in a very warm atmosphere. It's not about mentoring. The main thing about our conference is that it's first of all about sharing. So we also have some contests for EL teachers. They usually are inspired by our members. So we have a lot of active teachers who come across some interesting idea. They work out a workshop on the topic, yeah? And then we decide why not to have a contest about it, yeah? Just to see how people manage to implement this idea. So, and that's how it usually works. For example, this year we held Problem Dialect Technology Lesson Plan Contest. Problem Dialect Technology, технология проблемного диалога in Russian. The author of this technology is not a teacher of English. As far as I know, it's a teacher of Russian. Yeah, but this technology is can be used by any subject teacher. That is a good thing about it. It works. It's universal. It really is a technology. Yeah. So, and some of our contests are inspired by all Russian projects. Evgeny mentioned some of them, like teaching tolerance or appreciating diversity. So we don't have any regular contests because we get inspired and we launch a contest. That's how it works. So as for learners, we have two regular contests that we hold every year. First one is Ember September Translation Contest. It's held annually in September, October. It's devoted to the International Translators Day. So it has two levels and two rounds. So it's all Russia contest already, to our surprise. At first it was a regional contest. Only students and school children from the region were invited to participate. But we were surprised to get words from all over the country one year. So we had nothing to do but to make it all Russian. But the thing is that the first round is a distance one, so anyone can participate, yeah? But few people come to the face-to-face round. But still people come. This year we had several guests who were finalists. We had several guests from Ivanovo. We were surprised, but they came. Their university actually funded them, and they came to participate in the second round. So two levels, university level and school level. So please participate. At least your students will get finalist certificates, and that is always a good thing for them to just to feel, to experience the feeling of achievement. So the second regular thing already, though it is only 2 years old. So last year, I was thinking about total dictation and decided why not to have it in English, yeah? We already have total dictations in Russian. In our country, Goethe Institute holds total dictations in German every year, but nobody has ever launched total dictation in English. Why? So we decided to launch it this year, we held the second total dictation in English. There are 4 levels available, from A2, hard, we put in brackets that it's hard, not that easy, not for the very beginners, yeah? A2, B1, B2, C1. Yeah, anybody can participate. We don't have any limits or restrictions. The only thing is that students of the 3rd of the 4th year of the Linguistic University cannot participate in B1, A2 levels, yeah? They can only participate at B2, C1 levels, because it would be fair, right? So, the initiative is quite successful. More and more school children are participating each year. Okay, so just to sum it up, I'd like to say just several words. So that is a word cloud I created using the results of a very short survey we held with our members. They were asked a simple question. We just asked, what do you think the association gives you if we speak about professional development opportunities? Yeah. So they wrote their answers. We got the feedback, and I used these words to create this word cloud. Yeah. As you see, if you look closer, do you see anything? Well, you can hardly see anything. But anyway, their answers proves that yes, it really helps, and they are really happy to be a part of our community. And actually, that once again proves that our profession is about sharing, about learning, reflecting, disseminating, and so on and so forth. That is actually the true nature of our profession. And we should take and give, yeah? Share and exchange. And that is actually the essence of the word network. And I do believe that it contributes to our members' continuing professional development. Thank you very much for your attention. So, please don't hesitate to ask any questions. No questions. Okay, so keep calm and network.